I'm still alive, and I'm a big fan of the nationwide chain Medieval Times Dinner and Tournament. Some have called it my own rainforest cafe, and in this video I'll be driving to... sir? Yeah, I'm kind of doing an intro here.
The budget report from last year is in.
Oh, how'd we do?
We made $47, sir. The board says we can't do the road trip video.
So anyway, I really love Medieval Times. I've been twice and it's absolutely amazing, but I've never actually seen anyone dive into the lore of the world. So today I will be doing that. Hi, I'm Scott Murphy. This is Crash Course Medieval Times History, and if you've never been, here's a quick explanation. In 10 cities across the US, a big castle has been constructed, and as you enter, you are transported into the world of 11th century Spain. When you arrive, you are sorted into one of 6 kingdoms: red, green, blue, yellow, black and white, or red and yellow. And you're given a paper crown with that corresponding color. Then you get led into a big arena with color-coded seating wrapped around a sand center. The queen then presides over the tournament, assisted by her advisor, Lord Cedric, and her general, Lord Marshal. During the tournament, as stuff is going on, a 3-course meal is actually served, including half a chicken, potatoes, tomato soup, etc. There are some showcases with like a horse and a falcon, but then eventually it gets to the games where the knights compete, and then the actual jousting and the fighting. There are a total of 7 fights, during which the knights are steadily eliminated until there are just 2 left, a villain and a hero. The hero then wins and is crowned the champion. Now, this stuff is what anyone who's gone to the show could tell you. However, through extensive research, memory, and a secret informant, I give you the complete lore of medieval times. So the story goes that the Queen Dona Maria Isabella inherited the throne from her father, the king, a few years prior. Her father had once been a tournament champion himself and was known for holding incredible competitions to find the best knights in the realm. After the queen took the throne, the hundreds of knights in her service demanded that she hold a great tournament to test the mettle of all the knights and find one true champion. It is alluded to in the show that within each kingdom there were separate combats that took place to find one knight to serve as the champion of each kingdom. So anyway, then the queen holds the tournament and invites all the nobles in the land, which are you when you go to the tournament. Now onto the kingdoms. There are 6 of them, 3 from the east and 3 to the west. The ones in the east are all on a team, and same for the ones in the west, and your knight will never fight someone from his team. All of these kingdoms actually have names as well that are occasionally mentioned throughout the show. Red is called Castilla, black and white is known as Santiago, yellow is Navarre, blue is Valiente, red and yellow is Peralada, and green is Leon. By the way, these are all actually named after real places in Spain. Some are regions and some are villages. That's not really relevant to the story, but I just thought that was interesting. Oh yeah, and the kingdoms in the east are blue, red and yellow and green, and the west are yellow, black and white, and red. But the kingdoms are not the only things with names. The knights have them as well. And they also have backstories that are explained in their brief introduction before each knight comes out on a horse. The yellow knight is named Lord Del Rey, and he's known as the Bull. He comes from the legendary city of Elite, and he is known for his pounding charge as he rushes into battle. Next up is the Blue Knight, Lord Del Mau. He is known for his kindness to his friends, always helping an ally in battle, but he's also known for being terrible to his enemies. Then there is the Black and White Knight, the brave Santa Cruz. He is the warrior priest, and he once defended his stronghold from despair itself, whatever that means. Then there is the Red and Yellow Knight, Lord Del Font. Lord Marshal, who introduces all the knights, says the epic line that to watch him ply his deadly trade with sword and shield is to know that the devil is loose. Del Font has never lost a fight, and it is said that he shall remain defiant in the setting sun, or unbowed until the bitter end, if bitter it must be. The Red and Yellow Knight is not my favorite, but he definitely has the best intro. Moving on to the Red and Yellow Knight, Ruiz de Roche. He's known for his vigilance and is sometimes called the Lion of Calora, and the crest of Castilla also bears the symbol of a lion. And finally is the Green Knight, Don Temple, aka the best knight. Oh, you thought this was gonna be unbiased. I've been to Medieval Times twice and I've gotten green both times. This isn't real Crash Course, I can have a favorite. The Green Knight has a stag as its symbol, and some sources even say that the queen is from this kingdom, although I was unable to find confirmation on that. Now, last thing I need to explain are the other 2 main characters, Lord Cedric and Lord Marshal. The queen and Lord Cedric have about the same lines during the tournament, and Lord Marshal has by far the most, and he's the MC of the whole thing. As a character, he's pretty simple. He's totally loyal to the queen and goes along with all of her decisions. He's also in charge of making sure that the knights stay in line during the tournament. Lord Cedric is a bit more complicated. He was the king's advisor before he served the queen, and he wants the queen to marry the champion of the tournament, which she has completely refused. He and Lord Cedric are rivals and end up arguing quite a few times during the tournament. Although he's not a warrior himself, he believes that combat should be to the death, and that strength is the greatest feature of any champion. And well, that's about it. That's the complete complete lore of the current medieval times story. If you ever go to the tournament, please make sure to drop some of these facts around the employees. The servers are really in character, so you should probably get a fun response. Also, I'm curious what your experiences with medieval times have been. Please tell me in the comments. Nate, I'll see you this weekend.